This is Soggy Nachos Podcast. My name is John L. And what's up, Charlie? How are you, sir?
That's a loaded question, but I'll go with incredible.
Awesome. Frank Nitty, how are you, sir? How are you?
I'm great. And if Charlie was less awesome, I'd be even better. But we can talk about that.
So, we do a lot of segments on this show, but this one is, the one that's near and dear to our heart. Commanders fan. Charlie's a Giants fan. Frank is, I guess, a Commanders fan, but it depends on what day he's talking. That
Depends
being
on how good
said,
the Rams are that year, so we're in trouble.
Yeah.
we both suffer losses this week 4 of the NFL. I'm going to start with my team out of selfishness. We lost the overtime victory to the cream of the crop in our division. We fought pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, I'm not going to sit here and act like we're amazing, okay? We just fought pretty hard in a hard-fought game versus a really good team. We're not getting Caleb Williams. I'm sorry to tell Frank, as much as he wants to cry about, oh, Caleb.
Speak for yourself.
Not getting him. So that being said, I'm happy with what my team did. It is what it is. We're 2-2. Who knows where that leads us? All I know is we're 2-2 now. Talk to me, Charles.
Washington fought. I like it. They beat the Eagles last year when the Eagles ended up going to the Super Bowl. Interesting. When the Eagles ended up going to the Super Bowl, and they tried to do it again. They tried to run it back.
Yeah.
And they put up fight. Chase Young looks like he's back, at least to some degree. And, I respect it. The Eagles, but, most of the time, good teams find a way to eke out a win, and the Eagles found a way to do it.
So when I look at this game, I think that's great. This is one of those best of all worlds for me, but it's also like a flag at the same time, if I'm honest with myself. It's like, hey, yeah, fight hard, give people like John know what they want to see, like the effort and all that stuff, and then lose. Like that's what you need to do because the team's not to lose. Like don't win.
Let me ask you a question before you even get too far, real quick, Frank. Let me ask you a quick question. Right. Do you like Drake May?
I still need to do more on that.
So if we don't get Caleb, what are you chasing? If we're not able to get him, what are you chasing?
I don't know. Drake May might be, I mean, then what's the other kid's name from Washington?
Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like him, but people are talking about him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're going to be like, by the time
why go with any of those guys that's not Caleb instead of just
listen? I don't want any of those guys. I don't want any of those guys as of today. I don't. I'm just saying, like, go for Caleb, and if you don't, like, set yourself up to do something. Like the last time,
Marvin Harrison.
Right, the last time we had a top pick, we wasted it on, a young pass rusher that was supposed to be chasing somebody, but he's catching his. I don't know how the thing goes. Don't quote me on it. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask me, I just think that we should prioritize getting good draft picks and trying to rebuild the team.
So hold on, I'm not even going to do this with you, Frank. I got to speak on some things before you do all that. So my quarterback looked decent.
After looking terrible the week before,
Sam Howell looked decent. He played better late. He doesn't give up, which is what I respect about him. Our receiving core does not look nearly as good as I was hoping. I'm not going to lie. The only one who's kind of living up to the billing is Terry McLaurin. Emmanuel Forbes had an up and down game. So I saw him around AJ Brown a couple times and couple of those big plays, but he young boy, man. It is what it is. He got his hand on a couple of balls, but he didn't come down with any of them. He got in position. He's been getting in position for a lot of picks, but he ain't catching all of them. But shout out to my man Forbes, though, man.
And you know what? And this is part of my problem with this team, right? Because part of why they drafted him was 4 picks. Like if you remember the rationale that the coach gave us. But I'm gonna shut up and continue to go ahead. What are you gonna say?
No takeaways, but he's still playing good. He wanted to prove himself against he wanted to prove himself against one of the best receivers in the league that outweighs him about 50 pounds. He wanted to prove something, and he proved that he's not going to give up. He's not going, he's not going to shell up
I like Forbes,
when the
man.
time gets tough. But it just,
I like him as a player as well.
So
let's move
New York
on.
Football Giants.
Let's move on. All right, I don't want to play. I want to play. Y'all look terrible. And
all right, that was it. We going to the Cowboys now?
I understand your thing, though. I understand, like, that you couldn't have expected this because y'all do look really, really bad. Like
the worst.
Like,
I mean, objectively, us and the Bears are the two worst football teams that I watched on tape.
Yeah,
the Giants and the Bears.
Y'all up there.
That's fair.
Because you can't. Because the first game, the Cowboys, you could say like things snowballed. It was kind of an anomaly. These things don't happen, and then it happened again
and again.
Like no. This week, I think we lost those two games and combined like 64-3.
Well, the reason I said it happened again is because you've also lost halves that way. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The 20-0 to the Cardinals in week 3. Yeah. I mean, in week 2, it's been bad. The Giants have been really bad. What we did against the Seahawks, our defense played fine, but old Daniel Jones shows up, fumbles the football, pick 6, fumbles it again. It just didn't matter late in the game. It was completely atrocious. There's nothing really to do. I'm not even.
And what's up with y'all defense? I thought y'all defense was better than this.
My defense didn't give up that many points. The defense was fine.
It just don't look great.
It doesn't look great, but how can you when you're giving
it's hard when you're off
position all the time?
Right.
Like they're on the field all the time. Rich Eisen pointed out the Giants. He said this is a drive I've never seen before in my life. There was a 9-play, 4-minute drive that went 2 yards and ended in a punt. How mathematically does that even happen? How mathematically does that work out? That sums up what
Frank,
the Giants
let me ask you, Frank, how do you feel about the Seahawks? How you feel about the Seahawks, Frank?
I feel like the Seahawks are the Seahawks. This is a Pete Carroll team. This looks like another Pete Carroll team. They're not that good, but they're
gonna fight. You gotta come to fight.
But they have talent too, so that's the thing.
They do have some talent, but they don't. Like now we know that they just don't have a quarterback, so they make the best of what they can with whatever guy is there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the Giants thought.
We do that.
Well, look, but I guess to close out the division, did the Cowboys do anything different? Like they're gonna go as far as their defense.
The Cowboys look. The Cowboys are gonna be the same team that we know they are, and when it counts, Dak Prescott is going to be their quarterback, so we can move on.
No, when it counts, they're going to put in like somebody good, like Trey Lance or something.
Oh, okay. That's not a. Actually, I was going to say it's an interesting take, but it's not because you said somebody good. So
I meant there was two different things there.
Oh.
Somebody good or Trey Lance.
I'm done, man. Soggy Nachos Podcast. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share, watch it with your family, all that good stuff.
Peace.